Hello and welcome. My name is Isaac Mashman, founder of Mashman Consulting Group out of Little Rock, Arkansas, and I have the opportunity today to share 5 of the strategies and innovative disruptions that we are making in the personal branding industry that are setting us apart and defining the industry as a whole. I have the opportunity of sitting down with Authority magazine for this video, and then I'm also having a full-length interview coming out on their publication, which you will be able to read. So thank you again to Authority magazine for setting the stage and allowing me to do this. For a little bit of context on what personal branding is, well, it is you. It is who you are. And as an industry, we are relatively new. The term personal brand was coined by business management consultant Tom Peters. Now, he has since retired, but in 1997, he wrote an article called The Brand Called You. It is undoubtedly, undeniably worth reading, so make sure you check that out after watching this video. And in that article, he talks about how professionals and CEOs and executives and business owners and consultants can use their personal brand to drive professional outcomes. And over the past 3 decades, with the rise of technologies like social media and artificial intelligence and the internet, now everybody wants to build out their personal brand. Everybody wants to be an influencer, right? It's no longer reserved for the top celebrities and the movie stars in Hollywood. You, yourself, can leverage your personal brand. And so knowing that this industry is relatively new, it lacks any degree of certification, like the law exam, for example, the bar. You have to take that in order to practice law. And in terms of personal brand professionals, there isn't some sort of industry standard. So that leads into the first tactic that we are implementing as a firm and myself as an executive and the founder, which is identity positioning. Now, this is our proprietary strategy, which I developed this year after years worth of experience, observation, and study. It's a macroscopic view of personal branding. A lot of professionals today, when you work with a personal brand coach or consultant or agency, they only focus on the professional outcome. They only focus on the professional traits and characteristics of the person, but they miss the personal hook. And so identity positioning takes those personal characteristics, those interests, those hobbies, those successes, those failures, those interests, your political affiliation, your religious affiliation, anything. And we tie that with a professional side of you, a professional accolade, certification, whatever your career might be, to where you can now be positioned, the second part, positioning, as an authority, as a public figure. This is one of a kind, and I believe that over the next decade, identity positioning will be the industry standard for successful personal brand consultants. If you have a consultant that uses identity positioning, you cannot deny that they are going to have your best interests at heart and be able to offer a really solid strategy. So that is the first way that we are disrupting this industry. The second way is through public accessibility and training. Now, we have a training platform for clients of Mashman Consulting Group, but on top of that, we are publishing high quality content about personal branding. You want to land a press feature? Well, here are some of the steps to do so. You want to optimize your social media? Here's a step-by-step process. We are not withholding information. Now, where the benefit comes in when a client works with us is we are able to create a custom tailored strategy, but a lot of this information is publicly accessible and available so that ambitious individual can take that and go apply it to their own day-to-day, to what they are doing and building for their personal brand. And the third way is integrating artificial intelligence. Now, I am of the school of thought that AI is complementary to what we're doing. It's not meant to do the heavy lifting for you, but you can act as the guide, the counselor to whatever AI tool you're using and implementing. And just like a spotter in the gym helps you lift up the weight and help you train harder, that is how artificial intelligence should be treated. And so we are leveraging AI not only for internal tasks like press releases and articles and research, but also offering AI solutions to our clients. Now, we are not creating any AI solution ourselves, but we are saying, hey, if you need to get this video edited, rather than hiring a video editor for thousands of dollars, you can use this tool with a very low, barrier to entry and start seeing results for your personal brand. How exciting. I don't think that AI is going to be this world-ending, Terminator-esque Arnold Schwarzenegger technology. I think that it is here to lift us up, make us more efficient, and ultimately be more productive and get better outcomes. That is the third way that we are disrupting the personal brand industry. Now, moving into the fourth way is we have front-facing executives and anybody who is associated with Mashman Consulting Group on a high level, like our COO, is going to be leveraging their own personal brand and practicing what we preach to a very high level and a very high degree. Now, to give you an example of a CEO who's recently, or maybe not CEO anymore, but a founder, Mark Zuckerberg. For the longest time, he was this reptilian hidden figure who was this nerd and, well, he wasn't cool. Over the past couple of years, he's changed that narrative around his personal brand to where now he is this cool guy who's going on mega yachts and partying, and he's practicing jujitsu and wearing chains, and all around leveraging his personal brand to change the perspective from a public view about Meta and Facebook and Instagram. So any executive or member of the team of MCG is going to be leveraging their personal brand to help drive the industry and help drive, help drive the company. The fifth and final strategy that we are using is, well, every consultant that works with us, it is a requirement that they are building their personal brands. In order to get hired, in order to get trained by us, you have to put a show of faith. You have to be, well, aligning your own personal success with the success of the company and building your own personal brand as a professional. You should be going out and getting on podcast interviews yourself. You should be creating content on subject matter pertaining to your profession. And so every single consultant, you can rest assured, is going to be a, well, practitioner of the things that they are preaching. And that gives a lot of confidence, because if you were to pay for a program for social media and the person who created the program doesn't even have a social media account, are you going to trust them? Absolutely not. And the industry, and not just in the personal branding space, but the internet space, has this hustle culture, guru, fake Lamborghini, and we want to be transparent. We want to be honest. We want to be truthful. We want to really lean in to the things that are effective and to practice what we preach at a very high level. So any client who locks arms with us has full and complete trust that they are going to be led down the right path. I'm Isaac Mashman. Thank you so much for, well, sticking around for a couple of minutes and learning 5 of the different strategies that we as a firm and I as an executive are implementing to disrupt the personal branding industry. I had the opportunity of doing this video for Authority Magazine. Make sure you check out the full interview down in the comments when that is live. Much love.